You can use a graphic identifier to log into the website, which is faster and more convenient than a text identifier. The password entered for a login contains a variable and a static part, which is equivalent to two-factor authentication. After logging in, we will show you how to set the parameters needed for the iSign authentication system and how to use it. Intelligent Signature. It is an identity authentication and digital signature generation system. Includes a graphical user ID, and the graphic secret. The virtual token generates one-time passwords using a cryptographic protocol called iChip because its concept was inspired by the architecture of integrated circuits. The mask of such a virtual microchip shows its components grouped into blocks, conducting and forming a digital signal from input to output. Before using the token for the first time, the user has to build such iChip with the help of a wizard, and finally remember its diagram. It takes a little more time than remembering a regular password, but you only need to do it once and you gain security guaranteed for many years. The position of each element is recorded in the secret register as either the input or the output of a digitized block. But first you have to remove the previous iChip mask from the wizard. Now you can create a new sample iChip. I'll start by setting up a generator block that only contains the output elements. The next blocks are used to map the values read from the generator elements. Block elements do not have to touch each other, but such strings or compact regions of elements are easier to remember, as is the contours of the object that will be formed by the elements of all blocks. In order to speed up and facilitate the operation of searching blocks repeatedly later, it is recommended to arrange them in the same order as drawing a contour in one sequence. When we set two output elements in a block, then to calculate the password you have to choose any of them at random, that is, avoid using the same element each time. iChip created in this way can be saved and I opened the token window to generate a one-time password, according to the secret in the form of input and output elements grouped into blocks that map the values of generator block elements. The locations and order of these blocks must be remembered as they are not visible in the token. In the first element of the generator block there is the number 3. We are looking for the first occurrence of this digit successively on the inputs of all blocks. There is no in the first block, and neither in the second one. We find in the last block, here. And the output is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. And is the first digit of the password. In the second element of the generator block there is the number 7. We are looking in the first block, there is no, in the second, there is also no. In the third and subsequent ones, neither is there. So we assume that the output value is also 7 and 7 plus 7 is 14, of which modulo 10 is 4. We read the number 9 from the third element of the generator. It is in block 1 and its output is 1. We add 9 and 1 which is 10, but 10 modulo 10 is 0. There are 5 in the last element of the generator. We look for the number 5 and find it in the third block, which has two outputs, with numbers 4 and 2 in them. We choose randomly any of them, for example 4. And we add 5 from the generator, which is 9. Of course, generating a password is much faster without explaining what you are doing, which can be seen in the timer window. Showing the block location with the pointer also increases this time, and also reveals a secret, which is unacceptable. Window to generate a one-time password, in accordance with the previously created secret. In the first and only element of the generator block there is the number 6. We are looking for the first occurrence of this number, successively on the inputs of all blocks. In the first block, there is no, but in the second we find it here. On the output of this block is the number 8. We calculate the sum. 6 plus 8 is 14, but 14 modulo 10 is 4, which we remember as an offset value for further calculations. We now calculate each digit of the password by adding this offset sequentially to the values of the 6 input elements of the secret, starting with the element next to target input, and since that was the last element of the current block, we start with the first element of the next block. Five plus 4 is 9. 3 plus 4 is 7. 8 plus 4 is 12, modulo 10 is 2. 5 plus 4 is 9. 4 plus 4 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. Now, I will repeat this process without further discussion. I'm looking for target input. The offset value is 4, 5 plus 4 is 9, 3 plus 4 is 7, 8 plus 4 is 12, modulo 10 is 2, 5 plus 4 is 9, 4 plus 4 is 8, 2 plus 4 is 6.